Good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday, the 25th of June. This is our daily recap. So let's talk about today. This morning, as came on, we did our video this morning. I talked to you guys live at 9 o'clock and said, it's a day to be a little careful here. Yep, the market had numbers. GDP was good. PCE was the highest in 3 years, and the market didn't care. But we're gapping up off this unbelievable blowout report from Micron that was absolutely bonkers, almost 85% margins. And what did we do? On the SPY, we popped up, we kissed the gap, and we failed again. And right now, with about 18 minutes to go, we're under the 50-day, and we did take out the low of the week. All right, volume here remains nothing special. A little bit elevated today, but nothing special. The Dow hit a new all-time high before dropping like a rock. Well, that's a little concerning. IWM hit a new all-time high. The Nasdaq is what got brutalized on the open. We came out, was up, didn't really get into that gap and just dropped, but still remains above the 50-day. The banks had a very nice open the first 30 minutes, and the banks were strong, but they couldn't hold it. Now they've gone red and lows, and they're taking out the low of the week. Energy held in today. Utilities held in today. XBI held in today. Apple, the 270 puts for tomorrow alerting here, guys. Yeah, we saw some nice moves there. So what's driving this? Well, let's talk the semis. The SMH is here. Nice pop into that gap it couldn't hold. Came down and bounced off the 21-day, showing some commitment still to strength here. DRAM, which is made up of the memory names, right? And storage, nice pop, came down, was all-time highs briefly in the pre-market hours. Okay, held in. Micron, Micron, that is not a bad candle. Well off the lows. SNDK also green, well off the lows, right? Western Digital, not so pretty. STX, not so pretty, but showing some commitment. AMAT, beautiful move there to new all-time highs. LRCX also just off of it. People are trying to make more of this than there is. Intel just missed the all-time high today, but still holding the 8-day. Yeah, AMD, nah. Nvidia, bleh. I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything good to say. Anybody else in the semis I'm forgetting about? Dell got puked on today. Don't know why. So did SMCI, right? They just did, but overall they didn't go that far. Hood, not looking pretty. Big down move to the 21-day today. Coin is, I think, just put a 52-week low in. Looks horrible. Bitcoin is under 60K. This is problematic. This is breaking a range if it can't hold here, and it did not so far. It's a problem. I've got a lot to go over. Let's talk Apple. Apple absolutely puking today. Here's a hint, guys. When Apple pukes, it hurts everybody. What ETF, what index is Apple not in? Anybody? I can't think of one, right? Why is Apple down so much? Well, pre-market they came out and they announced they were raising prices on their iPad and their Macs by a substantial amount because of memory. They basically pointed their fingers right at Micron. Wow, the more right, the Hang Seng. Yeah, Apple's not in the Hang Seng. Thank you. It's off. That is a helpful comment there from you. My room is the best, by the way. We'd love to have you guys in there. It got destroyed today. It is concerned that the consumer will not be able to absorb these costs and those sales will go down. I get it. IGV remains a mess. New lows, 84. Palantir, brand new 52-week low. Salesforce continues to look bleh. Microsoft, a new 52-week low here today. I mean, pick where you want to go. Nothing here looks good in this space. Large cap tech. Amazon, yesterday had that nice day, nasty gap down and dump today. Tesla continues to look weak, but they didn't go that far. Meta continues to look bad. Google got dumped on again here, but came roaring back and almost went green. When we talk of SpaceX, we got to talk SpaceX. So what am I going to say here? Yesterday we had a bunch of candles. So right now 160 needs to break. If you're a bull on SpaceX, you're looking to get into it. You're looking for a break above 160, and then we'll see if we can take out 165 in the moving averages that have formed. Okay, that's good. They continue to defend 150. Volume has dropped off. Why is this important? Well, If you had big volume here, that would tell you there's still a tremendous amount of selling pressure and that the banks and institutions that were part of it are defending it, but they only have so much ammo they can throw at it. What this is saying to me is they're still defending it, but there's not a lot of sellers. Again, they now moved the date to July 6th that they can go into the Nasdaq. So next week, I would expect to start to see some what, guys? Some buying. What am I missing? Anything I'm missing here? Flow today was nothing special. It was miserable. It was just kind of one of those days. So tomorrow supposed to start a bullish 2 weeks. We'll see if we get it. I'm looking to do some buying into that. We'll see where we're at. Have a great evening. Catch you guys in the AM, and we'll see how tomorrow goes.